Okay, we're inside Fort Clinch, Amelia Island. Right now we're on top of the parapets. Down below, maybe, I don't know, 30 feet. Is the parade ground, the ground floor, the base. I'm looking at barracks, officers' quarters, storage facilities. Storage facilities, some of these buildings that are on the along the parapet. There's 2 or 3 of them. Right below where I'm standing, there was also I don't want to say tunnels, but I don't have a better word, so I'll say tunnels. That led to the windows where they shot out of. This was the last people to inhabit this was during the World War II, and it closed at the end of World War II, 1945. But during World War II, this was a hotbed of activity. I mean, we were constantly on the lookout for German and Jap subs, and this would have been a prime place for them to have slipped in and created all sorts of havoc. So we would have had a very vigilant presence here during that time. I mean, after Pearl Harbor, and then Roosevelt declared and was granted the declaration of war. The whole country was in a hotbed of upheaval, especially Florida, the Florida coast, the whole Atlantic coast, West Coast. Florida had as much coast in Florida. There's as much coastline in Florida as there is, I think, the whole West Coast. So it's like, I don't know, it's like 1,300 miles of coastline. So, and in amongst that, there's probably a dozen or more really good ports. There were some German spies that landed at one point. Something to do with it, and they landed and were sent to sabotage things, and they got caught before they could do any real damage, and they shot them. Okay, so almost everything is closed because of the panic, so we're not going to go into or be able to go in.
And I'm trying to remember if they ended that.
But we'll stick our faces in here real quick and see a barracks.
There's an old one. There's one from like the 70s or 80s. You ever seen the Polark series, the book series? I pulled her from the book. There's 20 or 30 books in that series. It's crazy. Oh, that's right. I gave you a spoiler. Well, thanks for ruining it for me and everybody else. I do.
Hello.
So that's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's a pretty good series.
Interesting things that were happening there because of the